Have you ever felt like you're just a cog in a machine, running on a wheel that never stops? That was John's life. Day in and day out, it was the same suffocating routine. The screech of the morning alarm, the crowded commute, the sterile light of his cubicle, and the endless stack of bills on his kitchen table, each one a paper-thin shackle. His world was a vintage noir film, all shadows and monochrome, a gilded cage where the bars were made of financial obligation. He was trapped not by walls, but by a balance sheet that was always in the red. But then something shifted. It wasn't a sudden lottery win or a long-lost inheritance. It was quieter, deeper. Inside the silhouette of John's mind, you could almost hear the rusty gears begin to turn. The familiar images that once occupied his thoughts, the latest smartphone, a designer watch, a flashy car, started to fade. In their place, new symbols flickered to life. The steady upward tick of a stock chart, the blueprint of a rental property, the solid foundation of an asset. He realized he wasn't just working for money. Money could start working for him. This was the moment the escape plan began to form, not on paper, but in the very architecture of his thinking. The first test came sooner than he expected. A promotion at work meant a bigger paycheck, a tangible reward for his hard work. The old John would have marched straight to a luxury car showroom, the gleaming metal and leather interior calling his name. He could almost feel the phantom weight of new keys in his hand. But this was a new John. He walked past the temptation, picturing not the temporary thrill of a new car, but the long-term power of a growing investment. On a chart of his life, a new story was being drawn. The line representing his income took a sharp turn upwards, but the line for his expenses stayed stubbornly flat. The gap between them, that ever-widening space, was his freedom fund, flowing directly into a portfolio that began to build, brick by digital brick. John soon understood that relying on a single paycheck was like trying to build a fortress on a single pillar. He needed to diversify. He started to visualize his financial life as a mighty tree. His day job was the strong, sturdy trunk, the primary source of his stability. But he didn't stop there. He nurtured a new branch, a side hustle he started on weekends, which soon began to bear fruit. Then another branch sprouted, labeled stock dividends.